I see the lovely young ladies that I haven't even met yet. What's your name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, how you doing?
Hi.
After Kobe's passing, his widow Vanessa dated 3 celebrities. Number 1, Pau Gasol. As Kobe's former teammate, they won 2 championships together with the Lakers. After his friend's passing, the thoughtful Gasol provided a lot of support to Vanessa and her daughters. With their wives by their sides, the family
their dog.
People don't know this, but one of the reasons my husband played through injuries and pain was because he said he remembered being a little kid, sitting in the nosebleeds with his dad to watch his favorite player play.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, buckle up, because the internet is in meltdown mode again. And this time, it's all about Vanessa Bryant. Rumors are flying, eyebrows are raising, and fans are spiraling after whispers of a surprise pregnancy. And yes, the alleged baby daddy might have just been exposed. From shady comments to old flames and viral videos causing chaos, this drama is serving everything. So grab your snacks, because we're breaking down all the mess right here, right now. Let's spill it.
The husband cheated on his wife, but his wife not only did not choose to divorce, but supported her husband's behavior, and later even gave birth to 3 children for him. After reading the reasons why the wife did this, I understood why forgiveness.
Natalia Bryant and Kobe's dearest friend Pau was seen at last night's Lakers game, and it seemed like they were sharing a little moment together. I mean, Pau and Natalia have a great close relationship.
Currently, Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. Yes, that Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's widow. Out of nowhere, this rumor started making waves online, and now it's all anyone can talk about. People are whispering, screenshotting, and straight up spiraling. And guess what? Word on the street is that her alleged baby daddy has already been exposed. I mean, what? And just when you think the gossip couldn't get any juicier, here's the real kicker. Some fans are convinced she's not just having a baby, but twins. Yep, twins. As in double the surprise, double the drama, and definitely double the speculation. And apparently the man being linked to her isn't even the person everyone originally expected. So now the internet's going full detective mode, trying to piece everything together like it's an episode of Keeping Up with the Bryants. So what's actually going on here? Is this a new chapter for Vanessa? Or is the internet just doing what it does best, overhyping random clues and spinning them into full-blown soap operas? If you've been scrolling through your feed recently, chances are you've seen the headlines, or at least a TikTok or two about Vanessa maybe being pregnant. Nobody really knows where the rumor started. Some say it was a vague blind item. Others claim it's from a close source to the family, and you know how that goes. But somehow it snowballed, and now it's all over major blogs and gossip channels like wildfire. Naturally, fans are obsessed with figuring out who the alleged baby daddy could be. Some people are even pulling up old Instagram posts and trying to decode every caption. It's giving conspiracy theory energy, and honestly, it's kind of entertaining in the most chaotic way possible.
When Kobe and Gigi Bryant passed in 2020, we experienced possibly the greatest tragedy in sports history. As fans, it was hard enough, but to be their family, I can't even pretend to comprehend their pain, especially Vanessa Bryant's pain. From time to time, Vanessa shares her favorite Kobe memorabilia on Instagram. She always adds the hashtag hoarderwife and keeps everything for her baby and girls. She shared these memories with the fans to remember Kobe together. Kobe's 2001 All-Star Game jersey, the 2001 championship t-shirt. She even showed a high school jersey that had been auctioned earlier, which Kobe bought back. Vanessa Bryant's strength has been inspiring as she carries on Kobe's legacy and the Mamba mentality.
But before we get carried away with the baby talk, let's remember what Vanessa's been through. Her whole world turned upside down in 2020 when she lost both Kobe and their daughter Gianna in that tragic helicopter crash. Since then, she's kept things private, focusing on her daughters and trying to live life on her own terms. And honestly, who could blame her for keeping things low-key after something like that? She stayed out of the dating spotlight, rarely addressing any of the speculation about her love life. Still, people have been curious, like, has she moved on? Is there someone new in her life? And now with these pregnancy rumors blowing up, that curiosity has turned into full-blown obsession.
Gianna Bryant is an amazingly sweet and gentle soul. She was always thoughtful. She always kissed me goodnight and kissed me good morning. There were a few occasions where I was absolutely tired from being up with Bianca and Capri, and I thought she had left to school without saying goodbye. I'd text and say, "No kiss?" And Gianna would reply with, "Mama, I kissed you, but you were asleep and I didn't want to wake you." She knew how much her morning and evening kisses meant to me, and she was so thoughtful to remember to kiss me every day. She was Daddy's girl, but I know she loved her mama, and she would always tell me and show me how much she loved me. She was one of my very best friends. She loved to bake. She loved putting a smile on everyone's face.
Let's be real, Vanessa's name has always come with rumors attached. The second she became a public figure, the gossip never really stopped. But this time, this one feels different. It's not just whispers in the background, it's headlines, fan theories, and deep dive comment threads. Something about this just feels bigger and way messier. Maybe it's because people are still emotionally invested in her story, or maybe the internet just can't handle a woman choosing peace without turning it into drama. Now
People don't know this, but one of the reasons my husband played through injuries and pain was because he said he remembered being a little kid, sitting in the nosebleeds with his dad to watch his favorite player play. And why he couldn't just sit a game out because he was hurting. He said, "What about the fans that saved up to watch me play just once?" He never forgot about his fans.
Now let's rewind to where the whispers really started gaining traction. The first major rumor that made people do a double take, Rob Pelinka. Yep, that Rob. Kobe's longtime friend, former agent, and one of the closest people to the Bryant family. It all started with an Instagram post. Vanessa gave Rob a birthday shout-out for his 54th, complete with a cozy throwback photo of them together. At first glance, it looked sweet and simple, totally normal. But of course, the internet was like, hold up, what's going on here? And just like that, a theory was born. People started wondering if there was more to their relationship than just friendship. I mean, the emotional connection was already there. He's basically been family for years. So fans let their imaginations run wild. But here's the kicker. Rob is happily married, like very much taken. So realistically, that theory probably doesn't hold much water. Still, when has a little detail like that ever stopped online speculation? But wait, it gets spicier, because Rob wasn't the only name popping up in fan theories. Another one came flying in, and it got people talking even more. Paul Gasol. Now this one got attention for a reason. Paul isn't just a former teammate, he was one of Kobe's closest friends. After the tragedy, Paul really showed up for Vanessa and the girls, checking in, sending gifts, being present. The kind of friend you hope sticks around when the rest of the world moves on.
Natalia Bryant and Kobe's dearest friend Powell was seen at last night's Lakers game, and it seemed like they were sharing a little moment together. I mean, Powell and Natalia have a great close relationship.
Then came Valentine's Day. And boom, Paul reportedly sent Vanessa a massive bouquet of white roses. Not red, not pink, white. And look, that's not just a casual thinking of you flower. That's a statement. Romantic or not, fans had thoughts. And Twitter did what it always does. It exploded. Some people defended it, saying Paul is just being the loyal, supportive guy he's always been. But others were like, white roses on Valentine's? Come on now. It didn't help that Paul and Vanessa had been close for years, and ever since Kobe's demise, he's been one of the few constants in her life. So naturally, people started to wonder, maybe he wasn't just a friend anymore. Maybe there was something real growing behind the scenes, something built on shared grief, loyalty, and trust. Fans started speculating hard. Was this her way of slowly introducing a new chapter? Had she found love again with someone who understood her pain better than anyone else possibly could? Because
Pau Gasol can be seen spending time with the Bryant family's younger girls, bouncing a ball around and having a good time together in each other's company.
7, 8, and plie, and up, and plie, and up, and plie, and up. Point your toes, pal, and plie, and up, and... Two more. And plie, and up, and plie, and up, and twirl, and twirl, and twirl, and twirl, and bow, and bow. Thank you.
Because sometimes the person who stays when everything else falls apart is the person who was meant to stay all along. And just when we thought the gossip had peaked, nope, the name Russell Wilson entered the chat. Yeah, that Russell Wilson. NFL star, married to Ciara, total family man. Fans started connecting some seriously thin dots and decided there might be something going on between him and Vanessa Bryant. Now, to be fair, they do move in the same circles. Ciara and Vanessa are known to be close, so seeing them celebrate birthdays and holidays together wasn't out of the ordinary. Vanessa reportedly sent Russell some birthday love, gifted him something for Father's Day, and in return he supposedly sent her a bouquet of roses on Valentine's Day. And look, we all know what roses do to a rumor, especially around Valentine's, but this one didn't exactly blow up the way people expected. Most folks were quick to point out that the connection was more likely about friendship than anything flirty. It felt like people were just fishing at that point, trying to turn every act of kindness into a plot twist. The theory fizzled pretty quickly. Still, with the whole pregnancy buzz flying around lately, people can't help but drag these old names back into the mix. Could it be Rob Pelinka, Paul Gasol, or plot twist Russell Wilson? At this point, fans are treating this like a game of Celebrity Clue. Everyone's a suspect and nobody's off the table. But here's where things really blew up. The pregnancy rumors, out of nowhere. Vanessa's name was trending because people thought she might be expecting. And not just that, but possibly with twins. Chaos. Absolute chaos. And the internet, oh, it did what it always does. Ran wild with zero chill.
They never... But I don't know if anyone has that type of longevity anymore.
And he's still going strong. That's the most impressive thing about LeBron James. You saw the score there. It's 99-92. It's a 7-point lead for...
But Vanessa wasn't about to sit back and let it spiral. She hopped on Instagram and shut it down the Vanessa way. Straightforward, funny, and unbothered. She posted 2 savage memes featuring Rihanna. One showed Rihanna wearing goggles, flipping the bird, with a caption that basically said she was living her best life, not pregnant and having fun all summer. The other meme was just as blunt, reading, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." Translation, don't start with her unless you're ready for that smoke. Still, the fact that she didn't fully confirm or deny anything just made fans more curious. Like, was that a denial? A dodge? A mood? Who even knows anymore? What we do know is that people had opinions, and the internet wasted no time turning this into a full-blown war. And not just any war, a gender war. Men were out here saying it was wrong for Vanessa to move on, acting like she owed the world eternal grief. Meanwhile, women were like, excuse you, it's been 5 years, and she deserves happiness just like anyone else. Some people were loud, some were petty, and some were just straight up cruel. But wait, this next part, it had the whole internet clutching their phones. So after all the baby buzz, some people on social media decided to completely lose it. One guy in particular posted a video and just went off, like full meltdown. He basically accused Vanessa of being disloyal to Kobe just for possibly moving on with her life. According to him, the idea that she might be pregnant was somehow a direct insult to Kobe's legacy, as if grief comes with a lifelong contract. And he didn't stop there. He took it way too far, saying Vanessa should never touch Kobe's money again and that whoever she's dating now should be footing the bill for her lifestyle. Oh, and apparently, since she was married to the Black Mamba, she's supposed to stay single forever, because, you know, that's totally reasonable. Honestly, it was giving bitter energy. Like, how are you going to be mad at a woman for continuing to live her life 5 years after losing her husband and daughter in a tragedy? The video blew up, obviously. People were either mad at him or defending him, but either way, it stirred the pot hard. That video, it sent the internet on fire. It went viral almost instantly, and people were heated. The idea that Vanessa wasn't allowed to move on, like she needed permission to live her life, really struck a nerve. Suddenly, everyone had something to say. The comments turned into an all-out war. On one side, you had people saying her personal life should be off limits. On the other, folks arguing that it was straight up disrespectful to even suggest she couldn't start over. And let's be honest, some people were not holding back. A bunch of users were defending Vanessa hard, saying it's been 5 years, she's been through hell, and she deserves happiness just like anyone else. Others brought up Kobe's own past, reminding everyone that Vanessa stuck by him through a lot and never got the same grace in return. The fanboys and fangirls trying to paint her as some perfect forever grieving widow. Yeah, they got called out fast. That's when the floodgates opened. People started pulling receipts, going way back into Vanessa and Kobe's relationship history. And suddenly the internet shifted from pregnancy rumors to deep dive relationship breakdowns. Questions started flying. Did she really owe him eternal loyalty? Or is this just another case of the internet trying to control how a woman moves on with her life? For years, Vanessa's been seen as the heartbroken wife, the grieving mother, and no one ever questioned it because what she went through was unthinkable. But now that she might be finding peace or happiness again, oh, suddenly it's a problem? Some people started wondering if maybe she's just been waiting for the right time to start fresh, quietly, without the spotlight. Others think this whole situation proves what's always been true. When a woman tries to move on, the world acts like it gets a say in her next chapter. And if we're being real, Vanessa's story wasn't a fairy tale, not even close. Let's rewind for a second. Vanessa met Kobe back in 1999. She was only 17, he was 21, and already on his way to becoming an NBA superstar. They met on the set of a music video. Kobe was working on some side project, and Vanessa was one of the backup dancers. Total random meeting, but sparks flew instantly. Within months, they were engaged. Yes, engaged. And she was still in high school when she said yes.
And for the record, Kobe picked the pose you're about to see. So if anyone has any issues with it, tough.
They got married in a small private ceremony in April 2001. Just 2 months later, their first daughter was born. But just when it seemed like things were finally calming down, things took a sharp left turn. In 2003, Kobe was accused of SA by a 19-year-old hotel employee. It was huge. The media went wild. While he denied the charges, he did admit to cheating on Vanessa. And somehow through all of it, she stayed. She showed up to court with him, supported him publicly, and chose to forgive him. But behind the scenes, that trust was already cracking.
The husband cheated on his wife, but his wife not only did not choose to divorce, but supported her husband's behavior, and later even gave birth to 3 children for him. After reading the reasons why the wife did this, I understood why forgiveness is the wisest choice. In 2003, Vanessa, who was pregnant with her second child, suddenly learned a nightmare news that Kobe had her and was taken to the police station. If Kobe was successfully convicted, he would face more than 10 years in prison. After hearing this, Vanessa collapsed and fainted on the spot. Even though she was immediately sent to the hospital, he and Kobe's second child still could not be saved. When everyone thought that Vanessa, who was cheated on, would divorce Kobe immediately and take away half of his property, Vanessa held Kobe's hand tightly and appeared at the press conference.
And it didn't stop there. Even after the scandal, rumors of cheating kept popping up. By 2007, it was bad. So bad, Vanessa was reportedly ready to walk. Word is she was done. She even demanded a $75 million divorce settlement and 3 of his mansions. The girl was ready to bounce. At that point, their marriage looked finished. But of course it wasn't that simple. So here's the twist. After everything, Vanessa stayed. Was it for love, or maybe just to protect the family's legacy and keep things together for the kids? Honestly, we'll never fully know. But what we do know is that in 2011, she finally filed for divorce. The official reason was irreconcilable differences. But let's be real, most people figured it had a lot to do with the cheating that never really stopped.
Hey Vanessa, how are you?
Welcome to the mark.
How's your model?
Hey, lady.
Still, Vanessa didn't air any dirty laundry. No interviews, no drama, no messy headlines, just silence. And then plot twist, they got back together just a few months later. Apparently, it was all about doing what was best for their daughters. It looked like they were trying to start fresh. And for a while, it seemed like it worked. In 2016, they had their third daughter, Bianca. Then in 2019, Capri was born. From the outside, it looked like peace had finally settled in, until the unthinkable happened. On January 26, 2020, Kobe and their daughter, Gianna, passed away in a tragic helicopter crash. It shook the entire world. Fans everywhere were devastated, but no one felt that pain more than Vanessa, who suddenly had to carry the weight of it all and raise their daughters on her own. The strength she showed in the months and years that followed, unmatched. So now with new pregnancy rumors making the rounds, the internet is back at it, wondering if Vanessa might actually be expecting. And if so, does that mean she's ready to move forward with her life? Or is this just another round of baseless gossip? Some folks are fully in her corner, saying she deserves every bit of happiness after what she's been through. It's been 5 years. And a lot of people are pointing out that if the roles were reversed, Kobe probably would have moved on by now too. People are remembering that Vanessa stuck by him, even when he didn't exactly treat her right. They say she owes him nothing and should live her life however she wants. But not everyone sees it that way. There's still a loud group claiming she should protect Kobe's memory and stay single forever. Like that's somehow the only way to honor him? Some emotional fans are still deep in their feelings, mourning Kobe like it happened yesterday. A few even took it to extremes, saying they'd never trust another woman again just because Vanessa might be pregnant. Others threw out even harsher takes, saying things like when Kobe passed, all that money became hers, and now she's disgracing his name. The comments got intense fast, but here's the thing, is any of it really our business? Vanessa is a grown woman. She survived one of the most painful losses imaginable, and she's done it all under the spotlight. She's kept her head down, raised her kids, and kept Kobe's memory alive without turning her grief into a PR campaign. So if she is moving on, whether with a partner or a pregnancy, doesn't she deserve to do that without being dragged for it? Right now, the internet is still buzzing. No confirmation, no denial, just speculation. So the big question is this rumor even true? Or is it just another viral story getting out of hand? Either way, people can't stop watching. And if it is true, well, this might just be Vanessa Bryant's next chapter, and she has every right to write it her way. Let us know what you think. Should she be free to move forward and start fresh? Or is the pressure to protect Kobe's legacy holding her back? Either way, the tea is still brewing, and you know we'll be watching.